So you just want to wash your car and you don't want to overcomplicate it. I'm Brian Nestor from How to Automotive. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to wash your car without investing a ton of money in a bunch of equipment and products, and just do a really good job and prevent your paint from getting worse than what it is. So come with me. All right, so washing your car is a pretty simple process, but a lot of you guys out there are doing it wrong and you're actually creating damage to your paint surfaces. So today I'm going to walk you step by step through how I wash my car to keep the paint looking as good as it possibly can for years and years and years. This particular car right here is almost 12 years old. The paint still looks amazing, even though it's very, very dirty. Today, what I'm going to teach you is the 2-bucket method here, which will prevent scratches on your car, and then some basic products that you're going to need to use, and some basic scrub brushes and some basic washing mitts. Pretty simple. We're also going to dry our car with microfiber towels, not your kitchen towels or your bathroom towels. What I got here is a basic car washing kit. I picked this up from Walmart. The one I picked out was the J. Leno Garage kit. This is a basic kit. There are so many companies out there that offer car washing and car detailing kits. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. But to do this, I wanted to keep it simple. So I picked up a basic kit here. I will leave links for it in the description of the video. And I have an additional car washing bucket here with some car washing brushes here that we're going to use. Tip for you guys is not to take your car to those quick car washes where they're using the brushes to wash your car. So imagine this. A car before you was super dirty, like this truck here where it had mud all over it. Now all that mud and grime is on those brushes, and then when you bring your car in and get it washed, all that mud and grime that's stuck to all those brushes is now hitting your paint surface, slapping your paint surface, and scratching the heck out of your car. My first tip for you guys is to wash the dirtiest part of your car first, which is going to be your wheels and your tires. And we're going to wash these with separate cleaning supplies. That way we don't get that dirt and grime and put it on our paint surface here. And we also don't scratch our paint surface by using dirty materials. So first thing I want to say is if you have a pressure washer, I would recommend using it on this application, but a regular garden hose set on the jet setting will work just great. We're going to start by just giving it a good rinse down and try to get as much dirt off as we can with the pressure portion of our water hose here or your pressure washer. Next, you're going to want to take your wheel and your tire cleaner and just give this hot rod a good spray down and put a good thick coating on this here and let it sit for a while and let it break that brake dust down and that grease and grime that's built up on these, and let that soak in for a while and let it do its magic. I see people wash it off too quickly, so you want to let it sit on here for a while and let it do its magic, and then we'll come in here and we'll scrub all this off. All right, so after you let it soak on there and sit for a while, I'm going to clean the tires first, and then we'll clean the rims second. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean the tires. I'm going to use a stiff brush like this. This is a tire brush, and just give the tires a good scrub. And that's going to get that brown, look off your tires. Get all that grime off. Another tip is you may want to roll your vehicle, like get in it, drive it forward a little bit so you can get the bottom of the tires too. I see that, people, they clean the tires and they drive around and they have one spot on the tires that are dirty. So give your tires a good scrub. Try not to scrub the rim surface with the stiff brush that could damage the finish on your rims. So just give your tires a good scrub. Now before I rinse them off, I use a tire brush that's soft bristle, and I use that and I get in here and I scrub the rims and give the rims a good scrub and try to get off as much of this stuff. Now they have all kinds of brushes that are specifically designed for rims and stuff. If you're able to afford those and you want to add those to your collection, I would highly recommend them. They do make life easier, but the key is to use a soft bristle brush on your rims. Another tip is when you're washing the rims, you can use a mitt like this right here and wash the rims. They work really well, but I highly recommend you only use this mitt for your wheels. You don't reuse this mitt on your paint surface, only your wheel surfaces. So I would buy one and make it dedicated just for your wheel surface. All right, after you spent an insane amount of time on these wheels, now you can go ahead and hose everything off. Make sure you get the wheel arches as well. And you can also scrub the wheel arches with the same grummy brush that you use to scrub the tires. So if you use a mitt, you can wipe the arches around too. Get that all cleaned up. And once you rinse it off, you'll see the spots you missed. Just go back over it with the mitts and the brushes and clean up any of the spots you may have missed. Like you see here, I missed a few spots here. So now I'm gonna go back over that one more time and get my wheels really clean. All right, so we got our wheels and tires all cleaned up. Now we're ready to wash the car itself. So the first thing I wanted to say is if you have the ability to put it like under a carport like you see over here, or drive it under a tree where it's nice and shady, or wash the vehicle when it's not so bright and sunny out, like maybe towards the end of the day, that's going to give you the best opportunity to not get water spots on your car. So if you can take advantage of any of those situations, I would definitely do that. All right, now we're going to rinse the car off first. I recommend using the rinse cycle or the shower first and kind of just get the car wet and get some of this debris off, the light dust off first. Then once you've done the whole car like this, I would start from the top and work your way down, and then work your way down the sides. Once you got that all done, then you can switch over to a jet setting and blow off any of the harder, grimed on, dirt and grime. And then just work your way from the top down the sides, down like this, and just keep working your way down the car. All right, next we want to prep our main washing bucket. So what we got here is a clean washing bucket here with a designated car washing mitt. So this mitt is only for the paint surfaces only. And over here, we're going to have what they call the rinse bucket. So we're going to rinse, once we wash the vehicle, we're going to rinse our mitt in this bucket here. And hopefully all that dirt and grime will go down into this bucket here. This bucket also has one of these grids in here to keep the mitt from going to the very bottom and laying in the dirt, so it's kind of raised up a little bit. So you're going to mix your car wash shampoo or soap according to the directions on the bottle. So don't overdo it. It doesn't add any benefits, but you want to add whatever your bottle requires. Add that to your car wash bucket and fill this up. Get this nice and sudsy. I also filled up my rinse bucket with about 3/4 of the way full of water. So now we're going to start washing the car. So my preference is to start from the top of the vehicle. And I wanted to give you a tip about washing the car is you want to wash in straight lines like this. You don't want to do the circle pattern. So the circle pattern creates the swirl marks and it creates the scratches in the surface. So you want to do it straight lines like this. So even if you were to scratch your car in a straight line, you're much less likely to see it with your eye in a straight line versus the swirls. So even if some dirt or debris got in your brush and accidentally scratched it, you're less likely to see it. So you want to do like an overlapping pattern and just start from the top and then work your way, down your car, down the sides, and do that. But just the key here is to wash in the straight lines. So after washing a panel, I pick a panel at a time and wash the panel at a time. After you get that good and clean, I go over here to my rinse bucket here and I rinse it in my rinse bucket only. Give it a good wring out like that. And then go back to my soap bucket here and then continue with the car. So continue washing the car. And just keep doing that from panel to panel. So when you get to these panels here, you can do the panels side to side like this to wash these panels like that. Also, since my car is super dirty, dirtier than normal, I'm using the hose to rinse the rag as I kind of wipe this stuff off. Kind of hose it off as well to help me break up this dirt. But once again, I'm going in that straight line pattern. And I just do one panel at a time. I also try to keep the car wet as I'm doing this to help prevent water spots. And then Hopefully the sun will have gone down a little bit here in a few minutes when I'm getting ready to dry the car off. Or B, I will move this car to a shadier spot when I go to dry it off. What I don't want is I don't want that soap to dry onto the surface. So I'll try to keep it wet, or move the car, or put a pop tent up, or wash it in the carport. Right now the sun is going down for me, so I'm getting really close to being in a good spot where I can dry this car without getting water spots on it. All right, so now you're ready to rinse the vehicle off. You want to start from the highest point and kind of work in a crossing pattern like this, and rinse the car off. You want to try to prevent the hose from like banging up against the car, so keep an eye on that, and just rinse the whole car off from the top down. And then stand back and look around the vehicle and look and make sure that you didn't miss any spots, and then if you did, go over that and fix those details there. Also, when you're washing the car, don't forget to do the jams. So I do the jams like that, and I'll use the water hose and just lightly rinse it off like this. And they come out nice and clean. All right, so since it was a little sunnier than I liked, I went ahead and moved the vehicle into the shade. If you have access to a leaf blower or an air blower like this one right here, it makes a really big difference when you go to dry off. So use your microfiber towels, your clean ones. You're going to do the same thing that you did with the washing brush. You're going to do it in straight lines. So you're going to dry the vehicle off in straight lines like this, in straight lines, and then get the air blower and blow those areas off, and that'll help dry the car faster, because the faster you can dry the car, the better, and the less likely you'll get the water spots on the vehicle. So take your time wiping that straight line. If you have access to an air blower, air compressor, or whatever you may have, it'll make quick work of drying the vehicle. So I start from the top and just work my way down, panel to panel, and move as fast as I possibly can. All right, so you'll notice I'm using two different microfiber cloths. I got a yellow one and a blue one. The yellow one I use for the paint, to dry the paint off. The blue ones I use to dry the wheels and tires off and get those nice and dry. And the reason why is I'm gonna, when I wash these and reuse these, you know, I want to keep them separate. You know, these, even though it's clean, there still can be dirt and debris that gets embedded in this, and if you use it on the surface of your paint surface, it could scratch your paint. So I keep them separately. When I wash these, I just wash them in my washing machine, but I wash them separately. So I'll wash these separate from the yellow ones. The blue ones I use for this type of stuff, where I clean the wheels, dry the wheels, that type of stuff, and that makes it really nice and keeps everything nice and clean and prevents everything from getting scratched up. All right, so I got the whole car dried off. Now I'm just going to look around and make sure there's no water spots. If there's any water spots, these quick detailers work great for just spraying a little bit on there, on the water, on a potential water spot. Give it a little spray and wipe it out, and then kind of buff that water spot out with the rag using the straight line technique like that. So just go around the vehicle. If there's any water spots from not drying it fast enough, or if it was too sunny out when you did it, you know, hit it up and give it a nice dry. This will also add a little shine to it. So you might even want to, you know, just give the whole car a quick little wipe down with this, and that'll bring a little luster back to the paint. And then after that, we can go ahead and tackle the wheels. So I'm gonna switch over to my blue rag. All right, after you got the paint all cleaned up and stuff, now you might want to put some tire shine on your tires. I like to spray the tire shine directly onto a rag like this. This is a dedicated rag just for tires and stuff. So then I would wipe it on here like this. And the reason why I do it is because if you spray it like this and get a bunch of it gooped up on them, as it spins and rotates, it could spray up onto your fenders, and you know, it looks messy. And then also I wanted to remind you that you want to rotate the vehicle, or drive it back a couple feet, so you can get the bottoms of the tires and get all the tires clean and shined up. All right, this is where the blowers come in real handy. As you can see, I got a little bit of water dripping out from the light here. Get in there and blow it out. And you can dry those suckers off like that. Now all you have to do is pull it out in the sun and admire your amazing car wash. The next step you want to do is probably one of the most important is to wash all your brushes and rags, everything separately. Rinse them all out and get them ready for the next one. Get them all ready to wring them out and get them ready to dry. All that stuff, prep it for the next time. Don't just leave them in the bucket because they will mildew. And you don't want to buy this stuff over and over and over and over. So you want to spend time washing your brush, your rag that you use to wash the car. If you want to, you can rinse it out really good with the water hose. And then you can also throw this in the washing machine and wash that. Keep that in the wash bucket, and then this the rinse bucket here. We're going to put the tire brushes. We're going to scrub those really well too. Rinse those out, and then prep that for our next one. Dry everything out. So that's how you would wash your car. I'm Brian Esser from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you for watching and remind you that all the parts and tools that I use will be down in the description. That way, if we need to pick any of these up, you can find that there. Thank you again for watching.